Since the invention of the wheel, man has always sought different ways to make traveling easier. While most vehicle concepts are normal and practical, others not so much and are sometimes even downright weird. Number 1 especially fits that description, so make sure you stay tuned for that as I give you 10 of the most unusual vehicles. Number 10. Manta5 Hydrofoiler XE-1. Do you like the idea of cycling on water, but the big and cumbersome cycle boat isn't doing it for you? Maybe you need a hydrofoil, specifically the Manta5 Hydrofoiler XE-1. More than 7 years in the making, this e-bike-hydrofoil hybrid was just released early this year. Like other hydrofoil watercraft, the XE-1 relies on submerged wings that create lift in the water and raise the hull out of the water. This decreases drag and increases speed, which for a pedal-powered watercraft are both good things. According to Manta5, the XE-1 tops out at 13 miles per hour and cruises between 7 to 8 miles per hour. Essentially an e-bike for the water, the XE-1 offers 3 levels of assist to either go faster or allow you to get more of a workout. Manta5 claims up to an hour of assisted runtime on maximum assist from the 460-watt motor. The battery system is fully submersible with an IP68 rating and recharges in 5 hours. I kinda don't like the idea of having batteries in the water, but I'm pretty sure the guys at Manta5 made sure that any rider wouldn't be in for the shock of their lives. Literally. Number 9. The Quadro 4. Now, here's a strange vehicle with an identity crisis. The manufacturers claim that it's a scooter, but at the same time they also claim it has the same functionalities of a quad. So, what does that make it? A scooter, a quad bike, a quad scooter, a Quadro scooter? Well, the jury's still out on that, but what I do know is this. It's pretty awesome. The Quadro 4 was first unveiled at the 2014 EICMA show in Milan, and it garnered quite a bit of attention. At the exhibition, the Quadro 4 displayed an incredible ability to tackle a wide range of circumstances, including bashing its way through an off-road course and performing some pretty elegant leans on the road. Quadro are no strangers to the scooter market. As scooters go, this one looks like it can perform some incredible maneuvers, anything from hard lean angles to off-road rampaging. Number 8. The PLP50. Narrower than a phone box, if you're old enough to remember what that is, and shorter than a Vespa scooter, the PLP50 microcar is officially the world's smallest car. This vehicle was designed to be small, but not for the sake of being small, but because of the world situation back in the day it was made. After World War II, both Europe and Japan needed cars that were very fuel efficient and made of little raw material. That's why the classic Fiat 500 has a fabric sunroof rather than a fully metal one. Steel was friggin' expensive. Hence, microcars were born, which were frugality taken to the extreme. The original P50, made on the UK's Isle of Man, is the extreme end of that. At 54 inches long, 47 inches tall, and 40 inches wide, it is officially recognized as the smallest production car in the world by the Guinness Book of World Records. These little things are so rare that collectors are prepared to pay upwards of $150,000 on a fully restored original. But if you badly need one but don't have that kind of moolah, it's still being produced and sold at a much more affordable price, starting at £11,450. Number 7. The Amphicar 770. In the 1960s, nearly 4,000 people decided that buying a car that could double as a boat was a brilliant idea. Heck, even today's SUVs can't do that. Unfortunately, here's a case of a car trying to be a boat, but couldn't really do both things that well. The Amphicar 770 was a perky little thing with a steel body and folding roof, remarkable only by the peculiar way the front end abruptly cut away at the bottom. And if you looked closely, you'd find a pair of propellers slung below the rear engine tucked behind the bumper. It meant that you could, if you had the urge, drive straight off the road and across a lake. It was named the 770 because it was able to reach 7 miles an hour on the water, and 70 miles an hour on land. And it did work. In fact, in 1965, a pair of them crossed the English Channel without sinking, even though the water came dangerously close to lapping over the doors. Thankfully though, waterproof upholstery helped. As only around 4,000 Amphicars were sold, it's very rare, and is sought after by vintage car collectors. If you want one and are lucky to find one in good condition, they do sell for around $100,000. Number 6. The Fiat Jolly. The Fiat Jolly is a quirky little car. It doesn't have any doors, a canopy roof, and wicker seats. Needless to say, it's only made for very specific driving conditions. They hold an average value of $43,000, which seems high considering it's based on the Fiat 500 and 600, both everyday city cars. The target audience for Jolly was wealthy seaside dwellers. They would use that car for short errands or take it with them on a yacht to use for transportation while in port. Both the 500 and 600 were rear-engine cars designed for a utilitarian life. Sporting a 479cc 2-cylinder or 633cc 4-cylinder, the little Fiats had enough power to run around town but topped just over 52 miles per hour. With just an estimated production of just 650, the Jolly is hard to come by today. But no matter how rare they are, they do sometimes come up at auction, the last one being in 2016, which sold for $154,000. Number 5. The Taylor Aerocar. Powered flight and practical automobiles emerged at about the same time, and inventors have been trying to merge them ever since. Few have done so with the verve of Moulton Taylor, who founded Aerocar International in the late 1940s, a time when civil aviation was booming thanks to a new generation of pilots trained in World War II. Aerocar International's first effort was the Aerocar, built in 1949 and first flown in 1950. It had a small 2-passenger cabin with wheels housed in external airplane-like spats. A Lycoming 0320 horizontally opposed 4-cylinder aircraft engine mounted in the rear of the cabin produced 143 HP and drove the front wheels through a 3-speed manual transmission. The engine connected to a pusher propeller via a shaft hidden behind the rear license plate. The Aerocar had a top speed of 67 miles per hour and a cruising speed of 55 to 60 miles per hour. In the air, it had a top speed of 110 miles per hour, a cruising speed of 100 miles per hour, a 12,000-foot service ceiling, and a range of 300 miles. Number 4. The Chrysler Turbine. The Chrysler Turbine was a car ahead of its time. Instead of being powered by a standard piston engine, the heart of this beast was a turbine engine. It was only produced from 1963 to 1964, making it one of the rarest cars in the world. The A831 engines that powered the Gaia-designed turbine car could operate on many different fuels, required less maintenance, and lasted longer than conventional piston engines, although they were much more expensive to produce. A total of 55 cars were built, 5 prototypes, and a limited run of 50 cars for public use. After the conclusion of the user program in 1966, Chrysler reclaimed all of the cars and destroyed all but 9 of them. Chrysler kept 2 cars, 5 are displayed at museums in the United States, and 2 are in private collections. Number 3. The Watercar Python. Southern California-based Watercar is far from the first company to make a road-going vehicle that also handles competently in water. But the firm can make a credible claim to being the most exciting. With the tagline of world's fastest amphibious vehicles, Watercar has made a big splash on the presumably small market of individuals who'd rather drive their boat to its next date on the waves than tow it, and are willing to fork over $200,000 for the privilege. Watercar initially drew attention with its Chevy Camaro-esque body, built to smoothly switch modes from car to powerboat as soon as it left the launch ramp. The sportiest version, the Python, combines a custom fiberglass truck body with the buoyancy of a boat. You can drive it right into the water and transition directly to powerboat mode. Watercar claims the Python could do 60 miles per hour in the water with its LS1 Corvette engine, and more than 112 miles per hour on land. Now it's time for today's best pick. Today's pick is quite an unusual monster truck. Not that monster trucks are unusual enough. But this one is special, as it has 6 wheels, 4 in the front, 2 in the back, but alas, this just seems to be a figment of a car designer's imagination. Find out what it is next with number 2. Bigfoot 5. Bigfoot 5 is a Ford monster truck based out of St. Louis, Missouri, built in 1986 to be the world's tallest monster truck. The truck notably sits on 10-foot tall Tundra tires, which is far larger than the longtime 66-inch tall monster truck tire standard. Due to its unnatural height, this truck has never actually competed in public, but has crushed cars on certain occasions. In addition to height, Bigfoot 5 is also the heaviest truck ever built, at 28,000 pounds. Bigfoot number 5 stands 15 feet and 6 inches tall, and some 16 years after it was presented to the public for the first time, it finally got worldwide recognition. Guinness names it the tallest, widest, and heaviest monster truck. To this day, despite the popularity of monster trucks and the many builders Bob's Creations have inspired to create their own, number 5 still holds the record. While number 5 is currently being kept in Missouri as a display vehicle, the other Bigfoots Bob built are still roaming out there. Bob's lineup includes more than 22 of them, with one of the most recent actually being an electric vehicle. But only one is the biggest and meanest, and it's truly a sight. Before we move on, do me a favor. My analytics show that only about 15% of you watching are actually subscribed. Come on guys, what's up with that? Can you guys please hit the subscribe button? You guys watch my videos every day anyway, so you might as well subscribe and keep up to date with every video we put out. Number 1. The walk car. There were microcars, and then there's this. A car as big as a laptop that you can carry around in a backpack. Japanese company Coco Motors launched Walk Car, a portable vehicle that you can carry around like a laptop, as I just said. The 6.4-pound vehicle, which has the same size as a 13-inch laptop, offers a new lifestyle choice that is not dependent on any transportation network. Thanks to its small size, users can alternate easily between riding Walk Car and walking, while it automatically stops at the user's footstep when they get off from the vehicle. But then again, I think the Walk Car's true purpose is to eliminate the need of walking altogether. Walk Car comes with self-healing paint coating on its surface, which is hard to scratch and improves grip for more stable riding. It's made of carbon fiber and aircraft-grade aluminum, making it both strong and lightweight. It took Coco Motors 5 whole years just to develop the motor for the Walk Car, which enables it to drive at a speed of 16 kilometers per hour. Coco Motors believe that the Walk Car is going to revolutionize the way people travel. It also made me think that Wall-E isn't just a movie, but a vision of our future. I hope not. Do you want to own any of these unusual vehicles? Let us know down in the comments below. Want to watch other amazing videos? Click on any of the ones you see on your screen. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later, everybody.